Hello, welcome back to the podcast. If you follow me on Instagram or social media like LinkedIn, you probably saw that I did a sprint triathlon a few weeks ago. So I randomly signed up for this with zero training, like none. To be fair, I am like an active person, but yeah, I haven't even swum laps in a pool in years and years. And I was literally the only person there with a mountain bike, which was pretty intimidating to say the least. It taught me so much about myself and also running a business. And I'm going to talk through this today because I'm sure some of you are like, oh, yeah, nice segue. But really, like, it was an opportunity to reflect on just how far I have come both as a person, but as an entrepreneur. Let's take it back to the morning of. So I rock up, I ride into town. My husband's like coming in a little bit later with the kids. I literally know no one. I go to the sign up tent. I'm like, hey, I'm here. Drop my bike off and I'm looking around the bike racks and there's some hectic bikes and there is not a single other non-road bike, just me and my mountain bike. And I also just rocked up in my bike pants and sports bra to swim in as well. So we're down, like walking down to the beach, and I actually ran into a lady that I know through my son's soccer. And I was like, hey, oh my gosh, it's my first try. And she's like, oh, that's amazing. Good luck, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, okay, everyone doing the long course, come and start. And I like look over to her. She's in a tri-suit, a wetsuit. And I'm like thinking, come on, like we got to go. And then I twigged that I'm doing the long course and she's doing the short course. I was like, oh my God, like I am so not ready for this. So then the gun goes off. I jump in the ocean. I'm feeling good for the first 10 strokes. And then I'm like, this is fucked. And the swim was the hardest. Like physically, I forgot how hard swimming in the ocean is. I do not recommend doing that with zero training. I was so much further behind than everyone else. This isn't this beautiful story where I'm like, and I actually ended up like doing okay. I came last. But what this taught me and what I am so proud of is how much better I am at keeping promises to myself now. So my word or words for the year is take action. And so, yeah, I like took a little while to land on that at the start of the year. And I just wanted to get better at keeping promises to myself. As I have ADHD, so obviously a lot of the time I come up with these like brilliant harebrained plans and often I won't follow through, which I don't have to finish everything that I start. But if there's something that I really want to do and I don't do it, that's what I was sick of. So that's where take action came from. In September last year, I quit drinking. So that was, I guess, like the flow on of that. That was something that I had wanted to do for a really long time, at least cut down. I just kept making deals with myself. I'll just have one on a Friday night, or I'll just have two over the weekend. And it would never be that. And this was an extension of that. So I had 3 months under my belt of keeping promises to myself. And I was like, let's do this. Let's do this for the whole year, whatever that looks like. So I saw the triathlon on Facebook and I was like, I want to do that. I've got no training, but you know what? It's on this weekend. It's just down the road. I really want to do that. So I signed up like the night before. And as someone who is super competitive, there was a part of me that was like, I am going to come last. I don't have the right gear. I really do not like the thought of this. But then underneath that, I was like, no, I actually really want to do this. I really want to do a triathlon. That was essentially it. I was like, actually, you know what? I could wait until the next month when the next one is, but chances are I probably will not do training either. So I may as well just have a crack, go slow, and just do it, like for the actual sake of doing it. Nothing else, keeping that promise to myself. So just bringing this back to business. How many times have you had an idea and thought, I'll do that when I have the right website, or when my branding updated, or when I get a VA, or when I have more time, or when the kids are a little bit older, or when I have enough energy? So we wait for permission or for readiness, or just waiting for conditions to be perfect. What I know now is like the conditions that you're looking for, those perfect conditions, they don't exist, and they keep us stuck. And that is what kind of leads to us breaking promises to ourselves. If I had waited until I felt ready, and that's the same in my business, like I remember leaning into AI and being like, I'm going to teach others how to do this. I'm going to build my business around AI and automations. Like I'm going all in. And there was a part of me that was like, who are you to do this? Like, there's other people out there who are way more qualified than you, or there's other people out there already doing this. And I drew on those words. I was like, I'm taking action on this. Like, I know that this in my heart of hearts is something that I want to do. So I'm just going to do it. So that's what's led me to this whole thing. This is something that I've been talking about and thinking about for a long time. And I'm just here in my office with my microphone, and I'm like, I'm just doing this. Like, I really want to do this. So I encourage you, when you're thinking about these things, to just do the same. Have a crack. What's the worst that's going to happen? Like for me, with this triathlon, like, yeah, I came last, but I got to do it. So I finished the swim and I'm in transition, getting like my shoes and stuff on, and like all the other bikes are gone. I like at this point, I'm like minutes behind everyone already. And I was like, fuck, all right, here we go. Hardest bit's done. Like 100% that swim was fucked, but I did it. All right, let's get on the mountain bike. And when I first started, I was like pretty self-conscious on the bike because there's some serious looking bikes and triathletes here. Do you know how encouraging everyone was? Like I had people being like, yeah, go you. I had like volunteers being like, far out. I can't believe you're doing that on a mountain bike. That's amazing. And that lifted me so much. You don't need the right gear. You just got to use what you've got. I hope that I've encouraged someone else to have a go at that. Just like looking at me on my mountain bike, just grinding it away and being like, actually, you know what? Like maybe there's someone out there who has seen the try and being like, man, that looks pretty intimidating. And maybe they were there that week and they're like, oh, she's having a go. Maybe I can have a go too. You don't have to do this shit to inspire other people. That's the other thing I will say. But it comes back to what you want. So, you know, if you're waiting for, I don't know, the right offer or the rebrand, that is what's keeping you stuck, right? And my husband and kids were there by that time. And that was like the best feeling ever. And I am very comfortable on the run too. So I was like, sweet. I was also like, I'll be able to catch some people. I'm a fast runner. Dude, I was so far behind that there was no chance of that. But I had the best time and I was giving people high fives. Like I am bringing the vibes when I'm on a race course like that. I just love it. I don't care. And I've realized that now too, because I used to be super competitive and now I think like having kids and also like growing this business, just learning like you don't need the best setup. You don't need the most expensive gear. If you want to do something, just have a go. And look, that mountain bike got me to the finish line. And I'm just so stoked that I got to do that. I had a really good time. I am going to do another one. I think it's like in 2 weeks. I did an ocean swim yesterday. It was about 5 or 10 minutes max. But you got to start somewhere, right? And look, to be real, I probably will upgrade my bike if I do start doing these more consistently, because it is a hell of a lot easier. Just having the mountain bike isn't stopping me from starting. Okay. And that's what I want to tell you. Whatever that is for you in your business that's keeping you stuck, I want you to just have a look at that from a different perspective. Can I actually do this with my $50 microphone and start that podcast? Can I just get a landing page up for cheap if that's what I need to get something out there? Because that progress is so much better than perfection. And so much of this mindset, I have to say, is from working with my business advisor, Peter from The Professional Babe. I've worked with her for most of this year, and I honestly reckon that such a huge shift in my mindset has come from working with her. Keep your promises to yourself. I reckon that this is the most underrated business strategy, as well as like personal development too. Some examples of breaking promises to ourselves. I don't know. Are you saying, oh, I'm going to show up consistently on social media? I'll finish that course. I'll reach out to that potential client. Oh, I'm going to follow up. And then you never do. And then you wonder, why am I feeling so stuck? This comes back to self-trust too. If you can't keep promises to yourself, then why would anybody else? And also then your self-belief just like tanks, because you're saying you're going to do these things to yourself, even if no one else knows that you're breaking these promises. And so for me, especially with drinking, no one else cared. Like that wasn't affecting anyone else. Like I didn't have a problem or anything like that. But it was something that like internally I kept saying to myself that I wanted to do. And I just kept not doing it. And it was like this really shitty cycle that I was stuck in. Now that I'm out of that, it feels so good. Like I have so much more faith in, one, my own decision-making capabilities, and two, just self-belief. If I say that I'm going to do something now, I have that belief that, oh yeah, I'm actually going to do this, because I have shown myself time and time again that is true. So I guess that's a little recap of my athletic abilities. But I also think too, if you are feeling stuck, 10 out of 10 recommend just doing something random like that. It felt so good after that, like that day and then the following week as well. Like I just felt really inspired. How nice is that? So this is your permission slip. Go try something random. Launch that thing before it's perfect. Use the tools you have, not the ones you wish you had. Not gonna lie, I wish that I still had my road bike, but I don't. Show up even when you're nervous as fuck. Like I was so nervous on that start line and felt really out of place. Everyone was so lovely. Keep the promises you make to yourself. So I hope you've found that helpful. And remember that perfect conditions are a trap. Your mountain bike, whatever that looks like, is enough. All right. And before I wrap this episode up, I actually have an AI confession booth. Yes, from my husband. If you do have something funny or random that you've used AI for, slide into my DMs on Instagram _mode. This one, oh my God, we lost it. So we had friends over on the weekend, and I don't know, we were just talking about ChatGPT, and my husband's, oh my God, I was getting it to help me write an email to someone the other day, and it's like, can you just review this, make it sound casual, blah, blah, blah. And so it was to a lady called Tiffany. And so ChatGPT was like, yeah, sure, here you go. And it was like, hey, Fanny, And we lost it. We were like, in what world is Fanny the default of Tiffany? Maybe it is. We are not aware of it. We were like, surely it's Tiff. Anyways, we all had a good giggle at that. So if you have any ridiculous things that AI has spat out to you, let me know, because I do really enjoy this shit. And also, it reminds us that we're all in this together. I will see you on the next episode. Now go and do that thing that you've been waiting for perfect conditions for. Just go and do it.